Deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's a 2-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers, and you can transform your life. Right now on WHFS in Tampa and WWNN in South Florida, Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium who can assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. For the next 2 hours, listen and call in toll-free, 888-565-1470, 888-565-1470, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and share love and light.
Oh, yes, indeed. There's a light right here on WHFS. and live on WWNN. And you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we're answering your calls all across the nation at 888-565-1470. It's an unusual time of the year. We're coming into the close of a New Year's approach and the end of an old year, and yet we're still caught up in the 2020 energy of whatever was going on then, the most unusual time of the year. And here we are as we sit and try to make our plans. We try to get ready for what we create to be more normal, more family-like, more friendly, more connected. And we ask the question that grew up in Oklahoma and then moved up to New Hampshire. So many of our families have migrated throughout the country, and many of us migrated from other countries, all to come here. All based on a calling, a journey, a nudging, a desire for something more, and a knowing that there was something to look forward to, that the soul could lead us, like the compass shows us the direction that we're headed. And even though geographically we may know the direction we're going, and even though we may have a marker on a map that gives us a vision of where we're to be, there's an inner prompting, an inner push, an inner pull that takes us in the direction of where ultimately we need to be, to meet all the right people, have all the right experiences for our growth, our expansion, our elevation, our lessons, our tests. So much of life is filled with an opportunity to grow, and some of those growth spurts, they are painful. And some are powerful and catapult us to new experiences. But what makes the human being decide to do what they do? What makes us pick up one day and say, I want a new job, and leave a job? What makes us take an interest in a new passion, something that is different from anything we've ever done? What whispers to us and says, go help that person over there? They're in need of assistance. That's not written in a map. It's not a list of things to do. It's that feeling, that energy that comes upon you that directs you to something more. The soul knows the journey, who you are and where you've been, and all of the in-betweens. And it is in the stillness of the being, in the oneness of a moment, that we can recognize the whisper of inspiration, where the mind stills for just a moment and the soul says, remember me. I am the reason that you have come to be. I am the power that resides within, that connects you to all that surrounds you and all of your opportunities. This is the message from inside. This is the prompting that leads you to go to a new experience and allows you to navigate things that perhaps left you a little surprised, but somehow felt prepared. This is the knowing, the whisper, the push that tells you something's not right here. Let's make a change. It doesn't feel good anymore, and it's not for your best interest. And although there may be others of the human intellect that you may chat with and confide in who say, no, don't go that way, it is a time that our soul will whisper, don't listen to them. Follow your heart. Follow the knowing inside that takes you to a path of your personal greatness, takes you to a new experience. We all have those moments in time when We felt a need to do something or be somewhere. Sometimes it's that last moment of an experience that if we didn't do what we felt compelled to do, we would have missed the whole opportunity. It's that time you picked up the phone and called someone just when they needed it. Or the time when you checked on someone and they said, I was just thinking of you. I was going to call you. And you feel that connection, that vibe between the two. It's a soul prompting that takes us to new heights. The soul knows exactly what you've come to do, the whole entire story. Imagine it's imprinted in the energy of your cells and your being. And it's just waiting to come out, much like the seed that's planted at the end of the winter, or the bulb that's been laying dormant underneath the soil, waiting for the last thaw, to feel the warmth of the sun permeate the soil and touch the essence of the bulb, awakening from within its ability to bloom, its ability to reach up and touch the light. Your soul is this bulb inside of you that is beckoning you, prompting you to make the change, to look beyond the limitations and the experiences and the past rememberings of what was, and to step into the new paradigm, the new way of being, the new you. Regardless of what has changed or not changed or limited or awakened outside of you, it's the journey from inside that reaches for the light, that knows that now is not the time for the soul to hide, for the soul holds all of the energies of all of your dreams, all of the fuel necessary to get you where you want to be. But it is so important that you step into the light and trust that somewhere inside of you, you have the answers and the energy that's a magnet that will draw forth to you anything and everyone necessary for all of the experiences that you desire. All of the necessary components to manifest exactly what you want, exactly what you need. Everything necessary to heal and align and reform and redesign. Everything necessary to arise to new heights and to release the bondage of the past. Everything necessary to go from where you are in a lightning speed to somewhere totally new. For the soul knows, whether you originated in one state and flew to another, that ultimately where it must end its experiences to have accumulated enough energy for the fulfillment of the mission of the destiny. Your soul's this hidden roadmap, much like the bulb that beckons for the warmth of the sun to come and fill it with light, to ask it to burst out of its shell and to grow to its fullest potential. Your soul awakes your energy, your permission, your desire to step into something wonderful and to be who you've come to be. It's not just what you studied or were programmed to do. It's not the conditioning of what your parents and grandparents and society has intended for you. It's a unique positioning of a mission that, however simple or extravagant it may seem, it has a significance to the whole tapestry of life, of this whole blueprint of the entire world. You alone are not insignificant. You are part of the ripple of light and love that resides across the earth, to inspire and to ignite others for their greatest gifts. It could be the kindest of gestures, the smile. It could be your helping hand. It could be your doing a great job at your office or in your profession. It's all about you awakening from within and stepping into who you've come to be, and not losing yourself in what you need to know and what you need to be. The soul will always show you which way to go and how you can get there. It will always nudge you. It will always inspire you. And it will also rock you to sleep on the nights when anxiety has come and overrun you and the fear has grappled you to feel paralyzed in the darkness of the night and hesitant and uncertain in the daylight. It is the power from within that takes you to a newest height. If you just listen to its whisper that says, "Come with us, let's take flight. I believe in you and I believe in who you are. I am part of every essence that you've come to be. Listen to me," the soul calls to you in the middle of the day. Don't lose yourself in the worry of what's to come next or how you'll perform or if you'll measure up or compare to another. Don't listen to the outside chatter of the world, for I'm the soul that has come to awaken the unique, authentic, transparent beauty that is you, that must not hide from the world and dim your light, that must not be enslaved to another's wishes and desires, that is here to tell you that you can rise to new heights. There's a soul inside of you that is bursting with joy and harmony, that when you feel the disharmony and the angst and the fear and the doubt, the hurt and the pain, the betrayal, the insignificant thoughts that weigh you down, that feel like 1,000 bricks, the soul stands up and says, "It's all right, I will lull you to sleep and empower you in the light, so that when you awaken to a new day, no matter where you are, just drop down inside the essence of you and remember that inside there will always be a clue. It's not a puzzle. It's not an insurmountable thing. It is within you. There is no great feat to accomplish. It is simply to align and to attune and to let the whisper of your soul embrace you. Let the whisper of you tell you it's all right, that those who have gone and walked in the path before you have paved the way for your footsteps. But even though they've stepped through many a journey, it is not you that must follow in their every footstep. It's you who must take their journey to a different direction, a newer height, a better level of experience, a more conducive energy of love, compassion, and kindness, a more profound perfection of a gift or a talent. It is not to stand in the shadow of another, but to embrace all that is in each other. It is a time where you can be the most beautiful being your soul has come to be. So even though we look at this holiday season and we look at what we have and we have not, and we look at what has changed and what is not, and we look at what has become and what we like and dislike, and even though we look at the fear and the pain and the hurt and the battles between two or another, between cities and states and countries, between parties, between families, and we struggle to agree and yet disagree, and then we choose to judge when we do not know the other, we must stand in our stillness and embrace who we are, the soul of us, the one of us, the one within you that's part of all that there is, the one that is within you that is connected to the heaven, the one that's aligned with the universe that knows all, bees all, and knows what it's like to be that other person. So judge not where you stand against yourself or another. Be like the bulb beneath the ground and get ready to awaken to a new journey. As we close out a year with just weeks to come and we begin to start another journey, know that this is your time. The past is the past to teach us, past is the stepping stone so we could see above to another height. The past has served you, but it is not to be carried like a burden of bricks to another day, another year, even though the circumstances and conditions that surround us will make us feel as if we cannot move forward. We can. We are blessed with the light, the happiness, the liberty, the joy, the freedom. We have the gifts within. Stand within yourself and see who you are, and embrace the journey of your soul. For each one of you has a message within your soul, a prompting. Be still and listen. Embrace the nudge, the inspiration. And even though you may not know how to carry out what you think you hear or think you feel, then trust. Trust that all that is necessary will be revealed, will step before you in a perfect way, and that each and every day you will find your journey that leads you to the path that you came to be, and the path that leads you ultimately to you, ultimately to me, and connected to the one. The division that is here is just an illusion. Do not let fear take you off your path, and trust. The soul knows your journey, who you are, and who you've come to be. Tonight, we're going to listen to soul messages for each one of us. We're going to tap in and tune in and see what the journey holds for you. We welcome your phone calls right here on WHFS 1010 AM 92.1 and 103.1. And those of you on my east coast of Florida, thank you so much on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 and 96.9. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And tonight, we're answering your questions at 888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470. Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
We've got a feeling you'll want to listen to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. for
Free 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
I'm Sarah Spiritual, and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on WHFS and live on WWNN. Really glad to connect with you. We have friends on Facebook, friends on YouTube, on the Sarah Spiritual page. We're going to pop over and say hi to them first before we get to our phone lines at 888-565-1470. We're queuing up all of our calls, so if you haven't called and gotten through, keep trying. Candace Ann Rowe, she's got a really interesting question for me. She says, I met a guy, and I had an instant connection, and then he ghosted me. Candace Ann Rowe, tell me, no? Kidding me? He did that to you? Well, will we reconcile? He's not ready, Candace Ann Rowe. And he didn't ghost you because he wanted to be mean. He just knew he couldn't be the man you needed him to be. So a reconciliation with the ghost, we shall refer to him as, not a likely thing. But the connection was good for you to recognize that you can feel what you feel and feel the connection of someone. And we just have to feel that our radar detector is feeling a little bit more attuned. Perhaps we attracted someone who enveloped a lot of the attributes, but wasn't ready for commitment. So if I were you, Candace Ann Rowe, I'd take a list, check it twice, and write down everything that we want, nothing naughty, only the nice, and tell us what we want in a list on a paper, and then share it with yourself and the divine, and carry it with you wherever you go. Let it serve as a magnet to attract your divine partner, not Casper, the friendly ghost. Thanks so much, Candace Ann Rowe, for your Facebook question. We're going to go to Facebook and YouTube again for another question. They're loading up my phone lines. I got to go to YouTube. I got a message from Sherry. Sherry, baby. She says, I'm working. And Miss Sherry Cherry says, I like my position. Do you see me staying with my present position? I actually do. And I feel like they like you. And I feel like it's a little bit more your pace, a little less repetitive and restrictive. I feel as if it's something that you can do with ease and grace. I think it's a good position for you, Sherry. So let's keep keeping on, because it's going to be a good one. Thanks for your question on Sarah Spiritual YouTube. If you'd like to learn more about me, go to sarahspiritual.com. That's where you can find about all of my products, all of my fabulous sessions that I offer, and our New Year's kit. I know it's time to haul out the holly, and we've got to put out the spirit, but we've also got to get ready for this new year. And so when the Christmas time comes down, and we just passed out of Hanukkah, we've got our Christmas, and then it's the end of 2021, which I know some of us are very excited to say goodbye to. When we step into 2022, what are your plans? What do you have to do spiritually? Well, I have a fabulous kit available to you. You can go to sarahspiritual.com, learn more about everything you need to put together, to toast in your new year, to welcome it in with a petition, a fabulous CD with some of the very same songs that you hear live online on our fabulous show. Our spiritual kit includes a mist, an oil, a bath, a CD, a candle, a petition paper, and a beautiful desert rose crystal. This fabulous collection available for only $52.95. So visit sarahspiritual.com. We're going to pull one more question from Facebook, and then I think they're posting up my questions. My little teleprompter here is not popping up the names of who I'm talking to. So we're going to go to Brianna. Brianna, thanks for following us here on our Facebook page. I know you've been following Sarah Spiritual for a very long time. She says, hi, should I go back to college? I have a degree in mind, but what can you channel from the universe and our spiritual team? So, Brianna, you could go back to college, but now's not the time. The time for you is to settle into what you've accomplished and be comfortable with what you're doing. And to go back to college, we kind of put you in a different mindset of pressure. This is the time for you to step forward and move into the energy of what you want to have in your life that you've currently accomplished and how you can create from that. We are so happy that you're considering college, but my guides tell me, your guides tell me, we're looking at about 2 years. So let's Take a look at that.
with
Right?
friends and family. So, they're starting to get a hold of it. So my question for the universe is, what now?
They're teaching you, they're prepping you. I remember, Steve, the first time my spiritual teacher kind of opened up my energy. I didn't really know he had done that. And I got in the car and I was driving down the New Jersey Turnpike. And my energy almost completely around behind me. And I kept thinking that cars driving next to me were going to hit me because they seemed so much closer, because my energy was opened up that I could see beyond where my peripheral vision would normally take me. So they're attuning you to some great path. And you and I have talked about what can come for you, your ability to write, your connection with spirit, your visions that have popped up in your mind like, holy crow, they're really happening in your mind and you're not just tripping. So they're preparing you for a new journey. Your angels are with you. Archangel Metatron is with you. This is a very powerful, protective angel. And Archangel Gabriel is here helping you with messages. So what they have next for you is further schooling, further learning from them. They're teaching and preparing. You're getting more comfortable in your skin as who you are now. And remember, a few months ago, Spirit said, I said with you, we have to let go of how you thought you were supposed to make a living, or what you thought you were supposed to do, or how you thought you would be at this juncture. And just kind of throw the doors open and say, I'm open wide, Spirit. And that's what you're doing. Getting ready with a new attitude for 2022. We couldn't ask for a better opportunity for you right now.
Okay. Because a lot of things are happening even as I'm conscious, even as I'm walking down the street, or I'm at 7-Eleven, or I'm just in the car. Things just happen. I said, something, did I just see that?
Yeah, well, welcome to my world, Steve, because, did I just see that? Yes, you did. And they're teaching you. And then as you perfect what you've come to see and feel, you'll be able to...
It always seems like when I get close to people, I always wind up getting hurt. And one of my friends, and I'll give you her birthday, is 11/5/66.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should be cautious of her. I mean, we have a bond, but yet I just always feel like she puts you back up against the wall.
Well, she's a strong person. And you're a strong person. And so together, I would think that it's a little clash at times. But she's also a loyal person. She just needs to be seen and heard. And she likes when people follow her instructions. I'm going to call her bossy. That's what I'm going to call her. And, but she's a bossy girl. We'll call her a bossy bee who likes to keep your back protected. And sometimes in the process, she pushes you back against the wall because she wants you to see things her way. And so that's like a little bit of a bully. And so it's okay to disagree. She's just firm in what she knows. And that doesn't mean she's always right. And as a friend, you could say, I hear you, but at this moment, I don't agree with you. Is she somebody that I think you should do business with? No.
I try, but it's very hard.
No.
She's a nurse, and we do basically work in the same area, and I'm connected with the hospital that she works at.
Correct.
So,
but you don't want to do business with her.
No.
Okay? She's not a person to do business with. She's a person to go out to dinner with. But energy can just connect to. So I'm sure it's a way to let you know that he's there with you.
Okay.
Those things don't just happen.
Does Spirit see anything else?
You're on a good path right now. You're preparing for a time when this year 2022 is going to represent kind of breaking routines and stepping out of the box of who you are and stepping into something new for yourself. And that doesn't mean leaving work, but just a new way of being as a person and stepping out of the routine a bit more and becoming more creative and a little more adventurous. And I see trips and different activities coming in 2022. Is there a cruise plan for the spring of this year?
Well, no, it's not planned yet, but yes, I'd like to go. And with one of my friends, of which she's a caller also, we talked about a cruise, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, very possible. I see a trip. So get ready to enjoy yourself. Thank you so much, Denise, for calling. God bless you.
All right, thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
All right.
Bye. 888-565-1470. And from Pembroke Pines in Florida, we're going to take our next caller. But before we get there, we're going to take a break from our sponsors, and then I've got to go to Philadelphia. I'm feeling a little freedom after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
We are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. And we're answering your questions. And we're also heard live on WHFS, 1010 AM, 92.1 and 103.1. And we're going back to Philadelphia. When we first went to commercial, I said, I got to talk to my Philadelphia freedom, and I got Faith on the line. Faith, how are you tonight?
I'm well, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great. Faith, thank you so much for calling. This is your first time calling us.
No, this is my second time.
Well, thank you so much for reconnecting with us. We appreciate that greatly. Faith, what's your question? Yes. What's your question for us?
Okay, so I have a little bit of background. I recently quit my job and tried to start a business. I am still in the process of trying to start a business. and it hasn't taken off yet, but I'm hopeful. But I feel like the question that you answered for the previous caller kind of reflected on my life in some ways.
Okay.
So I'm not doing this business by myself. I have a partner, but I'm kind of questioning my decision now. Can you help me shed some light on
I
that?
definitely will. So first of all, this business is meant to be successful. 2022 is going to be a great rise and shine in great depth of heights and finances of 2022. Energy really starts to percolate in the month of May in the direction of a financial growth spurt. So I feel like you should keep keeping on. Now, with regard to the person that you're in connection with, what is her birthday?
Oh my, she just had a birthday. I think it's November 9th, or she was born in November.
Okay. So in this energy here, I feel as if there's a struggle for power in this relationship in the work environment, correct?
Yeah, and I don't understand why, because I'm doing most of the work right now.
Right, but she
And
wants to feel like she wants to feel like it's her business and you're the employee.
Yes, that's how I'm being treated.
Okay. So we need to make an adjustment and we need to give her tasks. You should not be doing most of the work and sharing the business. It needs to be done equally. So this is a conversation to be had. Now, are we legally partners in this business?
No.
Okay. So she's just helping you as a part of the business? She has any action, contribution to it, or?
Well, that's the issue that I'm having, because at first it was like we started because we wanted to do this together, and then it's almost like she can't seem to get herself together, but I'm wondering if it's a ploy to get me to do everything and then, just to see what I have to offer and then go off on her own. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little suspicious.
Well, no, you're not being suspicious. You're just reading her behavior, and her behavior is showing you that she's not contributing. So if we don't have anything legal, if it's not an LLC that we have names on, if there's not a financial investment with her, then I would keep some ideas close to the vest. I would ask her to contribute. If she doesn't contribute in a way that you feel comfortable, then you say, I think we need to go our separate ways.
Okay.
Because this business was birthed within you, birthed for you, and I feel like it's something that's meant to be your business. Is that true?
Okay.
Right?
Yes, I feel that way also.
And was it mostly your idea? Yes, it was mostly your idea?
Yes, mostly my idea.
Correct. Yeah. This is how I see it. And I know that you have enough creativity that even if she decides to go off and try to copy you, it's not going to be the same. So don't really lose yourself in that fear of what happens if we split, because the split is not something that has to impact you.
Okay.
But for now, we're going to ask her to contribute more.
Yeah, I have asked, but there are always excuses. So
great. Well, then people have to show up. We're not here for excuses. We're here for performance. All right, Faith, thank you so much for calling in the show and listening. We greatly appreciate you. Enjoy the holidays.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. And we're going to go back to the phone lines. And I've got Sue. Sue is in Clarksville, Tennessee. Sue, how are you tonight?
I am wonderful. Thank you.
Good to connect with you, Miss Sue. And I got to tell you, this year is about making some connections and kind of branching out. Stop feeling so stuck and stagnant. And this is a time for you to really kind of take care of you. Are those things you're looking to do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
yes.
Perfect. What is your question for me tonight?
My question is, where we're living at, it's getting very dangerous.
Okay.
There's kids bringing guns to school.
Oh, no.
And it's getting really overboard. There's been 2 within the past week, and then more before that, and it's getting out of control. I've been talking to someone about a house that they have for sale.
All right, bear with me.
And I'm wondering if that's a good idea.
Bear with me. So let me tell you how I see it here.
Okay.
Movement. I see movement. I see networking. I see connections. I see new community. Talk to someone about the house. See what you can do to make that happen. The house is not quite ready for sale yet. Is that what I'm understanding from Spirit, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I see from Spirit that it's not quite ready. They're prepping it. That's the vibe they give me. And so you just keep your little bid in there. Like, okay, well, let me know because I'll put in a bid and I'm ready. And just keep that close to you so that if it's meant to be yours, it can come to you. But this is the perfect time, the perfect energy to make a move. This is the time where I feel a new community, a new tribe, a new vibe is coming for you. And this is in another part of Tennessee, please?
It is, yes.
Okay, great.
A little more southern.
Will be a little better for you. And that's why I said to you when I first started, we got to break the routine. We're stuck. We got to network. We got to connect. This is all the movement that is in the energy around you, taking you to exactly where you need to be next, Sue.
Thank you, God.
Don't be afraid to make the move. And in the meantime, it's a shame that things are that way in your area, but ask the angels to protect your home. Ask Archangel Michael to stand guard and to protect the community and the children and those that know not the damage that they can do by thinking some thought that they're a bully or a superpower. And ask God and the angels to reign over your community and shield you with harmony and light and protection, and that you will remain safe. You see, we have to trust that the divine has the answer no matter where we are, no matter what we're going through. And this is the perfect opportunity for you to do this.
Yes.
Start packing.
Yes. And I have been praying.
Good.
And asking for protection.
And ask for protection for everyone. And ask God to speak to the hearts of those who are thinking thoughts that could cause such a ruckus or harm to another.
Yes.
Sue, is this your first time calling us?
This is my fourth time.
Well, thank you so much for calling. I'm so glad we're able to reconnect. And we wish you a very happy, healthy, and safe holiday season. And trust that the divine's got your back.
I always do.
All right. Thank you, Sue. Thanks for your call.
Thank
God
you
bless
so
you.
much.
You're
Bless
welcome.
you.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to be phasing out of our first hour here on WHFS and then moving into our second hour from 7 to 8 p.m. only on our station of WWNN. So if you're on WHFS and you say, wait, I don't want you to go, Sarah Spiritual, then follow me. Follow the Yellow Brick Road to Sarah Spiritual and listen to us on the iHeartRadio app on WWNN. Go to my Facebook page, my YouTube page, and if you can't catch the second part of the show, then remember to go to YouTube Sarah Spiritual, and there you'll find everything you missed. If you'd like to learn more about me, go to sarahspiritual.com, and there you can learn about my sessions and all the fabulous products that we create to assist you on your spiritual journey. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors as we transition from 1 hour to our second. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program.
The world differently now. I can find the love in everything now. If I can walk in someone else's shoes now, I will know what it is to be one with you and me. If I can find my inner peace now, I will see peace everywhere. If I can find the stillness in my mind, I will see the world differently, the world differently. Everyone is here for a reason. Everyone is here to shine their love. If I could see the world differently now, I'd be seeing me as one with you. If I can see the love within me now, I will see the love in you. We all come to shine our light now. We all come to be all we can be, just you and me. If I could see love in everything now, I would see the world differently now. So I will take my vision in my mind now, and I'll see love, and I'll see love, and I'll see I'll see love. Do you believe in love? Falling from above, like a raindrop falling upon the leaves. Do you believe in love? Whispering through the wind, calling the name of the one you love.
your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions and to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in. 888-565-1470. 888-565-1470. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can share the love and light.
Yes, indeed, there's a light right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. And we are answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And we're going to go back to our phone lines. I've got Yvonne, and she's in Chicago. Yvonne, how are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you, Sarah?
I'm doing well. My guides tell me to tell you balance is everything. Balance of inner self, balance of outer self in career and money, inner self in thoughts and emotions. And then ultimately, this balance leads you to the top, which takes you to the divine. So you need the perfect balance of everything. And you're coming up on a time for yourself in your birthday month that appears in a few months. You're coming into this energy of time for you to step into alignment with everything in order. We can't be feeling out of sorts and uncertain as to what to do next. I feel hesitancy around you. I feel uncertainty. I feel like we are at a crossroad and we need to know what's the right thing to do so that we can be tranquil and enjoy where we're at right now. Correct?
Correct.
And we have some financial concerns or something here.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Because they're showing me, like, money. Like, my little guys are like, we want money, lots and lots of money. And then they're showing me, like, you holding your hands like, okay, $1, $2. Okay, I could do it. $3. We could stretch it a little more. And you're like, okay, and do I sell? Do I go? Do I move? Do I stay? What's happening? Yes.
That's what's happening.
That's what's happening. So where's your question in all of that?
The question is, I think my career. Last month I had an interview I thought was great, but I didn't hear from them. But this past Friday, I had a wonderful interview, and I need a job. I haven't worked since, the pandemic.
Correct.
And right now it's like I need a job. And the interview, Sarah, went well, but I haven't heard from them either. This was just last Friday, and she said she would make a decision this week. But I need to know where my career is going. When you said balance in career and money, that's it. And I know my spiritual guides are with me, but I just need I need a word. I need a word.
You've got to hang on, because I feel like, and this is sometimes hard for us to hear, but I also feel that even though you're qualified, people are making judgments based on, even though they don't know how old you are, it's just how old they think you are.
Okay.
And so we may have to interview a little bit more than we would normally to land a job, because normally you'd go in for an interview and bam, you'd get it. And
right.
Now you're finding you're like have to turn over quite a few rocks before you can find your pot of gold.
Right. Okay.
And people do need help. And you do something administrative or connected with people and organization, please?
Yeah, I do a human resources HR.
Okay. Because I see you moving people, organizing people. And so, yes. And we may need to look at different areas, different companies. But there will be something that will come. And that's why we said to you in the beginning, hang on. It's coming. But you have to trust. And that's why I said we've got this worldly balance we're struggling with. But look up. Look up, because that's where the answer lies, in the surrender to the divine.
Okay.
And your soul knows exactly who you are and where you're meant to be, and the journey of that story and why you are where you are. But I also know it's overwhelming for you because there's a lot on your plate and it's all on you, yes?
Yes. I've got my daughter, but she's not contributing like she should.
Okay. Well, chop. Tell her to step up to the plate.
Right.
But I say this to you too, Yvonne, that in this world of change, as you learn to evolve and grow with the changes that are around you, you find that all the answers are within inside, and we'll find this peace and this contentment, knowing that everything externally may not appear safe and okay, but just in the sense of knowing that you're okay no matter what goes on. And you're teaching your daughter how to be strong and how to be resilient and how to persevere. And she can choose to learn from you or not. That's up to her.
Okay.
Now, I also feel like there's a family squabble or something going on in the circle. Some people are at odds, please.
The only thing,
something having to do with somebody who passed. And something wasn't settled right. What is that, please?
That's my niece, my sister's daughter, which you contacted her a couple of months ago when we called in.
Okay.
But my sister now, she's not doing well. Okay. But we're supposed to have a Christmas gathering on Christmas Day. But everybody is up in the air. Some wants to do it. Some people don't want to do it.
Well, you do what you need to do and what's going to give you the time with your family that you need.
Okay.
Okay, whatever works for you that makes you feel good. So whatever this family uncertainty or squabble may be, you do what works for you.
I'm going to. Okay. One other thing, Sarah. Yes. I know my soulmate, he passed on almost 3 years now. Will I meet someone else?
Well, it depends if you ask him.
I know, for real. I know.
I hear this song. Wait a minute. Hold on. I hear a song. You'll never find another love like mine.
Don't do that.
You'll keep searching and searching.
Oh, my
That's
God.
what I hear from him. So he's like, you can try, baby girl, but you're never going to find anybody like me.
And I know that. Oh, my God. I miss him. Yeah.
So he's with you and he's connected to you. But I will say, yes, there will be a companion that will come to you, but you'll never find another love like his. That's what he wants you to know.
Oh, my God. I know. You told me that 3 years ago, and I know that now.
See,
I know that
I'm
now.
always so intrigued when people say, yeah, you said that. I have no recollection of any of that.
I know.
So
I
crazy.
know. But my job will come. The one that I interviewed with last week is kind of not, or just still hold on, huh?
Hold on to that and keep interviewing. You know, we don't want to have all our eggs in one basket, because if you trip and stub your toe and you kind of hit your basket, you might break a couple eggs. We want to have choices.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
just keep moving. You're more than marketable, more than hireable, and we want to trust that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. Thank you. God bless you. Bye for now.
You too.
Bye. 888-565-1470. And now we're going to go to Deerfield Beach. I've got Moesha on the line. Moesha, how are you?
Hello, hi.
How you doing today?
Doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing well. This is going to be a year of expansion. I want you to think big, Moesha. I want you to think, what else can I do to advance and increase my worth, my job, my promotability, and what else do I have to study or do to advance myself? This is a time that's going to bring you into great changes. What's your question for me?
I'm just calling in about my music. I'm a musical artist, Mo_X5. I am a female rap artist based in Deerfield Beach, Florida.
Okay.
I'm a woman of God with Fire for Jesus.
Well, I want to just tell you that I see expansion. And to me, expansion represents the infinity sign. And when I see that energy around you, I know that it's like Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. You have great expansion coming for you this year. And it really gets percolating around the time of May. And this is going to be a time where there'll be more recognition and collaboration. Was there a collaboration or something you wanted to put together with someone?
Yes, soon to come with Kello. He's a Christian rap artist as well. But we haven't planned that yet, but soon.
It's coming.
Soon to come.
It's coming.
Yeah.
I see it coming. And I see that there's a reason, there's a purpose, and, you know, the meaning of this show tonight is the soul. And your soul is putting you in all the right places to make all the right connections with all the right people so that you can step into your true authenticity and who you've come to be, the expression of the God self that flows from you to the world. That's what you've come to do.
Yes, to spread the good news about what the Lord has done for me in my life. Yes.
It's been a journey.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have a little story to tell with all of that, too, which will inspire others.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You are on track. It is a good, powerful time for you. How did you hear about the show?
Say that one more time.
How did you hear about the show?
I saw it on your website, and I was like, that looks nice. Let me see if I could give them a call. So I just gave a call, and you guys called me back, which is great.
Well, thank you. I'm glad we're able to connect with you. And keep us posted on your progress. I can't wait to see your bright lights around your name as you shine the light of God upon everyone.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we want to talk to you and answer your questions. Life got you down? Need to make a turn? Let's see what we can do. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
WNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. And we're answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And we're going to go back to the phone lines, and then we'll pop on to our friends on Facebook. But for now, I have Lainey, and she's in Oklahoma. Lainey, how you doing?
Sarah, how are you?
I'm doing great. Good to connect with you. I really feel like there's a new work opportunity coming for you. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes. Because I'm, long story short, So I work for a business and it's okay, but it's not my dream job. At my highest, I felt like I was the humanitarian when I was at the zoo, and right now I'm desiring to get back to where I can hear my angels and guides and be my authentic self instead of, and where I'm feeling spirit and able to hear my guides, and stuff, because I haven't been feeling, and it's like I'd like to get back to the place where...
And you will. You will. There's more opportunities coming for you. This is just what you need to do for this moment of now until you can get yourself more grounded and connected to the earth and things that make your heart sing.
That's what I was going to say, is that I had a job in the past that in Vegas that was insecurity, and I started to feel really grounded and rooted in there.
Mm-hmm.
And with everything that's been going on, I just, yeah. So
you're on track. It is going to be a great, great time for you. I want you to see these next few months as an opportunity for you to kind of look at possibilities of work opportunities and really sit with them, feel what it feels like, and see if it would be a good fit for you. Apply to some new places and allow it to unfold in its most highest and divine order to lead you to the perfect place.
I had been thinking about, there's a museum, then there was another place, Hollywood Feed, because I also want to go back to school.
And this I know too, but at the meantime, we wanted to earn some money so we could have a little more freedom.
Yeah.
So we can't do everything at once at this moment, but we can put ourselves on the path of financial freedom, correct?
Yeah. And I actually have an online business that I could do, and I'm saving money for that now.
Good.
And I just know that when I was at the zoo, that was like my happy place, because I was all beingness.
Because, well, you were Dr. Dolittle. If I could talk to the animals, learn their languages. Because I was creating miracles for myself and others. Correct.
And all.
So this is how we strategize this, honey. We look at the picture of what felt good, looked good, was the way we liked it. And we see ourselves, we envision ourselves, and I say this to you and anyone who wants to recreate a feeling and create more of it. See yourself in the feeling of what it felt like to be in that energy. And then feel that energy just surround you and let that be the magnet that attracts something as good, if not better. That's how we do that.
So what can I do to get to where, because I used memories from I think 5th grade, my 5th grade childhood.
Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you to use the memory of what you want to attract for your new job. So how did it feel to be working with the animals? I want you to see yourself in that feeling. We don't need to go back to the 5th grade because that's not applicable. You're how old now? We want something real and tangible and that we can connect with others and use to be a catalyst for change and new opportunities. So we don't want to go back to our little girl self because our little girl self, well, she's little. We want to go back to our adult self that has manifested something wonderful in this life, and she just didn't have enough of it, and she wants more. And now that she knows what it feels like, it feels so good, she wants more, more, more. And in the feeling of more, in the feeling of goodness and connectivity and harmony and alignment with the animals, alignment with what made you feel joy and grounded and connected to all that is divine, that's the feeling I want you to stay in and say, I am the woman who is attracting a divine, grounded, lovely, harmoniously, financially rewarding opportunity with ease and grace. I am that woman.
Okay.
And that's how you make it happen.
Okay.
One thing at a time. My friend Mary and mentor, Mary Kay Ash, used to say, you can eat an elephant a bite at a time. If you look at a whole elephant, you're like, I could never possibly get through all that. It's just a term. We're not really going to eat the elephant. But she's like, that looks overwhelming, right? So one bite at a time, one piece at a time, one vision, one memory, one feeling, and that will attract it.
Okay. And my next question is, so I had created a boy aspect that I feel like I rejected. How would I get that feeling back, or can I?
You mean in attracting a partner?
Yeah, because my deepest heart's dream has always been to be, a mom and
to have love,
to have it all.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
and to feel love for everybody.
so just be in the energy of love. How do we attract what we want? We have to be in the energy of what we want. We have to feel love and kindness and compassion and feel that we're worthy of having a partner that's going to love us and accept us for who we are. That's where we need to be to attract something. You didn't reject it. You just haven't connected to the right partner yet.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling. We greatly appreciate you
you
following the show, and keep envisioning. It's all going to come together.
Well,
Bye for now. Bye. 888-565-1470 from Oklahoma. We're going to South Carolina. I got Dawn on the line. Dawn, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing great, Dawn. And is this your first time calling the show?
Yes, ma'am.
How'd you hear about the show, Dawn?
I've been following you for about 3 years.
Well, thank you so much for following me. I greatly appreciate that. So let's see here what we've got going on for you. So they also talked to me about you're wanting to have some more financial freedom and not feel so overwhelmed financially. Are we trying to create some new shift for ourselves financially at this time, please?
Hello?
Yes. Are you trying to create a shift for yourself financially at this time?
Hello?
Yes, you're still here.
Hello?
Dawn, you're still here with us. All right, we seem to have lost Dawn, so we'll get Dawn back on the line, I'm sure. In the meantime, from South Carolina, which we hope we'll get back in a minute, we're going to go to Arizona. I've got LaTanya on the line. LaTanya, how are you?
Good evening. How are you, Miss Sarah?
I'm doing well, and we are ready for your question, because I know you got a lot going on.
Well, you want to tell me what all you see, and then I ask my question?
No, I want you to ask me your question.
Okay. Well, let me first go by saying everything you told me probably a month ago came to existence. You told me when I was having my moving issue, it would be around the 15th of November. You didn't see it around the 1st, and when I tell you, you hit that on the nail. I was like, oh my God. Sarah said this. It was just so amazing. But that was one thing. The next thing is my business. I have permanent makeup, but I haven't been working.
Correct.
So I'm a little behind on my rent at my salon because I haven't worked since my surgery for the last 2 months. And I just want to know, is he going to work with me? The landlord, and do you see, I know when I asked you before, you told me that you saw my business flourishing, but I'm just having a financial struggle right now. It's like I am in a pit.
You are in a pit, and it feels like it's swallowing you alive right now. And when I look at the energy here, and I see the energy of this journey for you, I'm made aware of breaking a routine and kind of putting yourself in a better position. And I know we can't change the circumstances yet, but when I look at what comes, they make me feel as if he will give you a little bit more time. He isn't willing to give you a lot. If you give him something, there's some work that can be done. We need to come up with something for him. How much longer do you have to recuperate so we can get back on track?
I believe at least another week. I'm waiting for a foot brace to come. But, yeah, that's it.
Okay. My guides are telling me about 2 weeks. So have the conversation, be direct, ask him to work with you. He doesn't want to lose your business, but he also can't afford to hold up your business.
Correct.
He's not in that position. And you haven't been with him long enough for him to be willing to do that either. You see?
Correct.
So he needs that money, and you need to have a plan for that. So my suggestion is contact all your customers, line them up for a special, and plan to start working in 2 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I know you don't know a lot of people there either. Is that also true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we're going to have to advertise. So you've got plenty of time to put yourself up on social media and build a buzz and a conversation so people can help you support your business moving forward. You need new clients.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're cutting it close. I can't give you a gold seal of approval and say, okay, we're home free. I don't say that to create fear. I say that to create a little fire under you and say, we got to go, girl. Like, we got to make it move.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right?
Yes.
Somehow you always land on your feet. I know you'll survive through this as well. Well, let's see if we can keeping on. And if for some reason we have to let something go, which I know you don't want to hear, trust that there'll be something even bigger and better coming for you. And sometimes bigger is not always better, but I mean bigger in a way that will support you and kind of take some of the pressure off. All right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. And
I
look
got
forward to
one
talking
more
to you.
question.
Well, for now, we're going to go. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Bye for now. Bye. 888-565-1470. We've got to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then I think we might have Dawn from South Carolina back. So when we come back from our break, we'll come right back and see what's going on. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And we tried to talk to Dawn, and somehow we lost connection, so we're going to go back. We've got Dawn back in South Carolina. Dawn, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing great. So we were talking about what Spirit was showing me is some financial growth coming for you, and you're kind of stepping into this new vibration of change for yourself. What's your question for us tonight, Dawn?
Just will things get better?
Things will get better. I understand that it has been very overwhelming for you financially and emotionally. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you've been feeling as if, and I have to really go back. I have to go back, honey, to 2016. That was a difficult time for you as well. Is that correct?
My mother was killed by a train that year.
Okay. And my guides tell me that we have not come back since that. Yes? You have not felt the same since then, yes?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
And your mom comes to you. You feel her. This is also true, yes?
Yes, ma'am. I see her.
Mm-hmm. Very much around you. Interestingly enough, your mother's mother, your grandmother, she's also passed as well, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
She makes me feel as if she was there for your mom when your mom passed.
I never met her.
She took your mom when your mom crossed over. It was a very tragic accident that happened, yes? Very unexpected, yes?
Yes, ma'am. She was walking to the store and got hit by a train.
Yeah. And in this energy that I see here, you've had all the weight of everything in the family on you since then. Is that also true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And she's also talking to me about, do you have a cross that was her necklace, please?
A cross? I don't know. No. I have a teardrop with her ashes in it.
Okay, but did she have a cross that she wore, please, Dawn?
Not that I could think of, ma'am.
Okay. I see a cross. She's showing me a cross.
A cross. Oh, my sister draws crosses all the time.
Oh, that's interesting.
Maybe that. Yes. Yeah, my sister, she's in the other room. It's just me and her left. And she draws crosses all the time. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, your mom's showing me a cross. I actually just drew a cross on my paper here in front of me.
Yes. Yeah, she draws crosses all the time. She'd trace them.
It's a beautiful energy of love that comes from your mother. And things will be a little easier for you to manage. You're looking for some new work this year, please, for yourself? Because I see new work coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're responsible for your sister as well. Is that also true?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And you're her caretaker, yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your mom is telling me that you're doing a great job.
It's not easy.
Well, she said she thanks you for that. She knows it's not what we expected, and she knows you're stepping in. Whose birthday or passing is in the month of April? What does April have to do with your family, please?
It's her birthday.
Okay.
And she had a brain aneurysm April 17th. That's her birthday.
Okay. There we go. So they're making me aware of that, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's your sister's name?
Rhonda. And your father, his energy is very divided from you. Is this true, please? My dad, he passed away too. He passed away on my birthday.
Yeah. And it's been... Was he not with your mom at the time of his passing, please?
No. No.
They were separated at that time, please?
Yes.
Okay. Because that's what he means by he was divided from you guys. He wasn't part of the family, okay? So you know. So his energy was divided from you. He stepped forward. He's making me aware of him. Okay? And
My daddy?
yes. He didn't mean for everything to fall on you. But he couldn't be who your mom needed him to be. This makes sense to you, yes?
Yes, I think you're talking about my grandfather.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're talking about my grandpa.
Okay.
He tried. But my mom had a brain aneurysm, so things kind of went tough when I was 14.
Yeah. So you're very much protected, honey. All right? Know that everyone on the other side is looking after you. They are with you. And your sister, she likes when things are simple for her, correct?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, that's my sister.
Mm-hmm. And she likes to color?
Yeah, she loves to color. Yeah.
I see a lot of colors all around her, and I see her coloring. And my
does.
guides make me aware of your sister being very kind of attuned or spiritual. She kind of feels and sees spirit as well, yes?
Absolutely, she does.
Yeah.
We both do.
Well, she's lucky to have you, and you're doing a really good job looking after your sister. And know that your mom is with you all the time.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. I'm sorry for your loss. I know you feel alone, but you will be all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye.
888-565-1470. Oh, my. We're going to go back to the phone lines. I've got Tawana in Savannah, Georgia. Tawana, how are you doing?
I am doing fantastic, Sarah. It's my birthday today.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. And not only is it your birthday, but this is really your year to shine. I got to tell you that this year is your year to step into the passion, the purpose, the soul mission. You are not playing this year. You are going to get everything on your wish list and then some, because you are working with passion and you are driven for an accomplishment in this next 12-month period. Is that true?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. You're pulling it right out of my brain. Well, I know that's definitely coming from spirit because I've written it down. I've been trying to make it plain.
And you know what? You're being very specific, and the universe is supporting you. Everything's coming together. And the way I see it is that as I move you in the direction of what you want to have, I see things kind of checking off your list. Now, what's this about work and rearranging or something? You have a question about your job right now, please?
Oh, wow. I do.
You do?
I don't know. Initially, when I started this position, I felt on track. Seems like everything was going in the direction it was supposed to.
And then we got to know the people. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Lions and tigers and bears.
So I'm not crazy. Okay.
You're not crazy. It's special ed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a little different and not what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
And it's thrown me off a little bit because I thought I was actually going to set up roots here. And I think that's where the kind of emotional roller coaster the last couple of weeks, although I'm still trying to be specific and intentional about what I'm doing, I just feel uneasy about this. So I'm like, well, do I apply for something else? I was kind of at a loss. I don't know.
Stay for a while because it looks good if you stay for a while. Wait for the right opportunity. Judge your actions by your feelings, okay? So, make sure your feelings and your actions are kind of not running the show and you're using your higher self. See the people for who they are. Learn their languages and how they express themselves and their egos and their idiosyncrasies. And just
a lot of them, yeah.
I know. It's weird there.
Yeah.
But that's okay because you can stay one step ahead of them. Now, Tawana, we got a New Year's collection, and we know we want to manifest. Did you order your New Year's collection? Did I see your name?
I haven't ordered my collection, but today, for a gift, I did order my 2022 session. So I will go back on. For some reason, I didn't see the collection, but that's up the next thing on my list. So I've ordered my session today, and I know you guys start scheduling on the 10th, and I will go back and order my kit for sure.
Yes, we have our 2022 petition kit. It sounds like you got some manifesting to do for 2022.
Yes, I do, and I'll be on top of it.
But you are on track. You're not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell. But that's okay. That's their theme song. Okay. So we might as well be crazy with them for a while and wait to build some momentum, add something solid from this in the resume so it doesn't look like we're a job hopper, like a bar hopper. Okay, we don't want to be hopping. And
will they offer me a full-time contract, though?
It's possible. It is possible, but it's at your discretion. So, spend a little time there and see what else can come for you.
Okay.
All right. There's just one person who seems to be like the director or something. And that energy seems weird.
Very.
So that's where, if she's the one who's going to do the offering or pass your name on for the official next step, that's where it's a little weird, but you can win her over.
Okay.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much for calling, and God bless you, and can't wait to get your New Year's kit out to you, and I know we'll be reading you soon for your forecast. All right, Tawana.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
If you'd like to get your 2022 New Year's forecast, then go to sarahspiritual.com, and if you'd like your New Year's kit, your collection, then please, you can also find that at sarahspiritual.com. All the items that you need to prep your new year. We actually have a picture with all the actual items, so hopefully my producer can pull that one up. We have a different picture than the one that's that. Yes, you do. You've just got to look for it. There's a picture. So anyway, go to sarahspiritual.com. You'll see the picture of all the products and exactly what they look like, hand-blended by me. Apparently, now I have my poor producer choking over here. So from there, see what happens when you don't get it right with Sarah Spiritual? All right, we're going to go to Virginia. I've got Mary on the line. Mary, how are you?
Hello, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Mary. Is this your first time calling?
It's actually my second.
Well, thank you so much for calling us back and staying connected with us, my dear. This is a powerful four. Mary is strong. She's powerful. She's aligning with love. It's her time to shine. And Mary's got to do some healthy balance.
Get better. When my doors are going, yes, it has.
Okay. When I move you into this 2022 year, I want you to look up to the sky and say, hallelujah, amen, because let it rain. There's new opportunities coming for you. Was there an idea for a business of something you were going to do on the side to attract more abundance into your life? Because I see that coming for you.
Okay.
And in that planning, just trust that that will build momentum. And then I see us looking for something else to do financially for work. Is that also true?
Currently, I'm not able to work because I'm disabled. Okay. But I am very spiritual and have a spiritual group as well.
Okay. So that's work to me. That's what I do all day long. Good Lord. That's work, honey. I'm doing it all day. So that's your business. You've got two businesses going. There's something else you're going to put together, but then you've got your spiritual gifts, your spiritual connection, and you need to work it. Work and build that energy.
Okay.
And build the momentum and build the connection with the angels and the guides. Mary, you have a very strong spirit guide with you that is of this energy of an Indian spirit guide, but this spirit guide stands as a tall warrior spirit. It's just like the protector of the Indian tribe. So he's got his wolf next to him. He's got his spear with him, or bow and arrow, and he's ready to move forward to protect, to hunt, to supply. This guide has been with you, if I were to tell you, Mary, when I go back into the energy of 1984. So however old you were in 1984, and I don't know where you were, maybe you were about 6 or 7. This is what you look like in my mind's vision. What town did you live in, or where did you live in when you were about 6?
Wow, in Philadelphia.
Okay. Your Indian spirit guide was with you. This Indian spirit guide has been with you since then, has taken you through all your journeys, and has helped you stay grounded. You feel very comfortable in nature, very comfortable in the energy of the trees and the forest and the animals, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
This is the grounding time for you. This is the time when you are one with the harmony of all that is the earth. And so, Mary, I know it's a little chillier up north, but I'm in Florida, but touch your earth, feel the ground, touch the trees, ask them to inspire and infuse you with the healing necessary, energy necessary for you to have the power and the energy to channel, to bring forth the energy of the divine. Your Indian spirit guide will work through you, empowering you so that you can give messages and assist others in their personal healing along with the journey of your healing as well. This is where the path will lead you. And whatever side project you're working on for business, do not get disheartened. Keep moving forward. Do it, connect, build, and grow. This is what I see coming for you.
Okay.
All right? You are on track for all that is, my darling. And don't look at the limitation of what a label says, because you can't perform functions that maybe everybody else expects you to. You're not sleeping well at night as well. Is that also true?
Oh, my God, yes. Absolutely right.
So take some prayer time before the bed and put a glass of water with some kosher salt next to you so it can ground you. And you're taking in a lot of fear from all around you. And you need to cut off that energy. You need to seal yourself off with the energy of Archangel Michael. Have Archangel Michael stand in protection for you, along with your warrior Indian spirit guide, and then ask to be blessed for a blessed night's sleep so that all will be well for you.
Yes.
Mary,
I can do that.
How did you hear about me?
I actually found you on Facebook. I felt connected, like drawn to your energy.
Well, thank you. And together we will move forward, and you will create a new paradigm for yourself, stepping away from lack, knowing that I am the woman who is powerful beyond measure. I am the woman who is abundant. Money flows to me with ease and grace. Therefore, all I need and desire comes expeditiously. That is what you say, Mary, and this is on Facebook, so you'll be able to play it back, write it down, and let that be the mantra. And of course, you might want to throw in an I am the woman who is healed. All right?
Okay. Absolutely.
You'll be fine. Trust the process.
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank the angels. Thank all of us, because we're all connected and we're all doing this together. Bye for now, Mary. Bye. 888-565-1470. Write that number down. If you want to continue on the journey with us every Wednesday night, 6 to 8 p.m., we're answering your questions. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Catch my Instagram page. And if you're local in West Palm Beach or visiting South Florida, come pop in and say, hey, Sarah Spiritual, I'm in town. We'd love to meet you. Love to have you shop at our beautiful center for all of your holiday gifts. We have incense, we have crystals, we have oils, we have sprays, we have everything. We have our New Year's kit. Bye for now. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answers your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. with more from Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station.